You're lying in bed. The dull whirling of your air conditioner is the only thing separating you from total silence. You know that particular silence that is so heavy and so thick that it's almost equivalent to the of a loud noise itself. That kind of silence where you could hear a pin drop 3 rooms away. That kind of silence that fills your ears with the sound of your own heartbeat as your ear presses against your pillow. Yeah, that kind of silence. The dull whirling is the only noise you can hear, a noise that typically goes unnoticed until it is the only noise present. It's comforting, whether you realize it or not. It's a sort of white noise. But suddenly your room is back to the temperature specified on the thermostat, and the whirring comes to a stop. As the vent makes a dull clang, to your misfortune, you aren't asleep yet, and the silence sets in. You should be comforted by the knowledge that you can hear anything and everything in your surroundings, making up for the lack of vision provided by the darkness. But you aren't. It's the very environment that sets you on edge, because it causes your heart to beat a bit faster, makes your body tense without explanation, and that makes you aware that when you are not alone. But you are alone, right? You've been lying there with your eyes closed for almost 15 minutes now, and you made sure everything was normal in your room before you turned off the light. You're a smart one. All those Facebook quizzes you just took reinforced what you already know. If you were in a horror movie, you'd survive until the end. You'd even carefully laid out a plan of what you would do in any of the situations you read about on creepypasta.com. But that stuff is all just nonsense, right? You aren't scared, or at least that's what you keep telling yourself. But wait, what was that? Did you hear the rustling of fabric? You didn't shift in your bed or make any movements. Did you make that noise? No, you couldn't have. You're paralyzed in your bed with a stiff unease that was not present until these very moments. You must have just imagined it. You must have. You roll over to face the wall, out of sight, out of mind. If there's something in the room with you, it will just have to accept that you're much too tired to deal with it at the moment. You're still stricken with uneasiness as you hear a rustling again. This time, the rustling is accompanied by a soft thud on the ground. Your heart ceases in your chest. Did you really just hear that? No. You've just gotten yourself all worked up about nothing. You should probably stop playing all those horror survival games late at night. It's messing with your brain. You're a rational person. Stop acting so childish and fall asleep already. You close your eyes tightly, silently hoping you would whisk away soon. You are practically begging for the safety of the non-existent dream world of your own creation. You've run away. You're running away in sense, but there's nothing there, right? You're just tired. I know. As your eyes are clenchedly tight shut, you become aware that no matter how much you want to, you can no longer move your arms and legs. Come on now, are you really letting this get to you? What are you, 12 years old? Suck it up and fall asleep already. Now more tense than ever, an unnerving sound echoes across the room. The rustles of fabric followed by the soft thud on the ground. Unwittingly, you hold your breath now, eyes shut as tight as possible. You have a childish urge to pull the blanket over your head. You're imagining it all. It's all in your head. I thought you were better than this. Your heart is pounding loudly in your ears now, but not loudly enough to drown out the now repetitive sound approaching from across the room. What's that rustling? Maybe you left some paper on the ground. That has to be it. And thumping? Probably the cat or dog, something. They probably ran in when you weren't looking before you closed the door. Yeah, you're just paranoid. The noise is now within a foot of your bed. And with your back to it, you don't dare turn around to investigate. Not that it'd do much. Good. The only light in your room is the dull glow of your cell phone on the nightstand next to you. You plugged it in before you crawled into bed, remember? But you don't dare turn around and look. There's nothing there anyway. Minutes feel like hours pass as you face the wall, stiff as a board, unable to will your uncooperative body to move. You haven't heard those noises in a while now, not since it reached the edge of your bed. You know there's nothing there, you silly. It's the silence. It's messing with you. You really should have turned on some music before you went to bed. Oh well, maybe next time. Suddenly, a familiar clang echoes through the room, followed by that familiar whirring. You exhale deeply. Your body relaxes as you are flooded with relief. Thank God that's over. Now you can sleep in peace. The silence was really getting to you. You roll over and open your eyes to check the time on your lit cell phone. It must have been at least an hour since you first went to bed. You are greeted face to face with his ear-to-ear grin. Dimly lit sockets where eyes once resided stare intently at you. Ah, I see you're still awake. Okay, that was You're Not Scared, right? By MissShadowLovely. One of my greatest inspirations for starting this, and I really hope you guys enjoyed that, even though there's nobody out there right now. But, I'm gonna probably keep doing this as a hobby, even if nobody listens. It's fun. But, yeah. I hope to see you in the next video I make. Bye.